Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Atala Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that the inflow into Bitcoin spot ETFs continue, while actually outflows in gold ETFs continue. So it's totally the opposite what's happening right now. I'm going to show you a Michael Saylor video where he explains why is Bitcoin so popular now. Then I'm going to talk about Ethereum, because already 25% of circulating supply is now locked, so staked basically, and some bullish things about Ethereum. Then we have a new Bitcoin all-time high in Japan already, because the Japanese yen is getting so weak. And one more, the fear and greed index is right now extremely high, so high as it was back in November 2021 when we had the Bitcoin all-time highs. So guys, all this in today's video, jam-packed episode, so stay tuned. And if you would like to get this daily fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain related news, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every single day I bring you a couple of new videos, short videos, longer videos, and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content what I'm creating. And now let's do it. Right, and let's have a look at the price. First of all, so Bitcoin is actually up 2%, 52,316 US dollar in a week. That's 16% up. Ethereum is up 2%. That's just about Bitcoin, 15.5% up in a week. Ethereum price is around this 2,800. We were actually above it already. When we're looking at the top gainers, we have WeChain coming back now, up 21% in the last 24 hours. Stacks up 20%, Say up 15%. Look, many others doing pretty well here in the top 100. Do you have losers? Well, Pit Network is now going down, but it went up previously. Pendle is going down at 4%. Pendle is 3.4. Bitcoin Cash, well, okay, that's like nothing. Yeah, basically nothing important. And this is how the Bitcoin candlestick chart looks like on the daily. Guys, look at this one. We had 8 continuous green candles in a row. Then we had the red one, and now 2 green. So yeah. Now it's again doing pretty well. I'm going to talk about the fear and greed index, and it's people are greedy right now. Okay, and now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic is basically all about that gold ETFs are bleeding, why Bitcoin ETFs are doing pretty well. Right. But before I'm going to talk about that, I would like to show you Michael Saylor interview where he explains why is actually Bitcoin right now so popular.
Your outlook for Bitcoin, and then we'll jump into earnings.
You know, I think a lot of this is just indicative of the popularity of Bitcoin as an asset class. It's now the world's most popular investment asset. It's novel, it's digital, it's global, it's unique, and it's uncorrelated to traditional risk assets because it doesn't come with exposure to any given country, currency, company, quarterly result, product cycle, competitor, not to weather, not to war, not to an employee base or supply chain. And so that makes it a natural addition to the portfolio of a responsible investor. There's 10 years of pent-up demand. People have been waiting for these ETFs, and finally, mainstream investors are able to access Bitcoin. And I think that
was the key thing. I just wanted to bring you this clip, because if you summarize it, why is it so popular now? Because we can see the Bitcoin price is going up, and there's a demand for Bitcoin spot ETFs. That's, yes, it's noble, it's digital, it's global, it's unique, it's uncorrelated. That's very important to traditional risk assets. And, you know, it has nothing to do with any single country or currency or company, or actually with the weather or with the war, or, you know, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. And as he said, they were waiting for it for 10 years, and now it is here. Look at this data here. This is the Bitcoin, the inflows into Bitcoin in US dollar terms. And we had 631 million on the 13th of February and another significant one, 339 million on the 14th of February. But when we're looking at in Bitcoin terms, and that's crazy, look at this. On the same, so on the 13th, the another one which I just said, it's equal with 12,735 Bitcoin. On the 14th, 6,563 Bitcoin. Just do a quick calculation, right? So right now, before the halving, 900 Bitcoin getting into the system. So to get this amount, 12,735, what was a single day inflow on the 13th of February into Bitcoin spot ETFs, miners have to work now 14 days. Basically, this is the block reward for 14 days. After the halving, which is going to happen in 2 months, this will cut in half the block reward. That means not 900, but 450 Bitcoin can get into the system. So for that amount, miners, have to work for 28 days. Compare it to a single day what entered. So this is the reason why Bitcoin price is also going up. This is the reason why Bitcoin is hot, because we can see the how much is getting into the system, how many Bitcoin, and on the other hand, how big the demand is. And interestingly, gold ETFs are bleeding, especially compared to Bitcoin. Look at this. Basically here, the year-to-date flows in gold ETFs, and it's a totally negative number. Here you can see it actually a bit better. Look, just in January, so the first month of 2024, the outflow in gold was equal with 2.8 billion US dollar, which is equal with 51 tons of gold. Here you can see it clearly that in the majority of the month recently, there are outflows. And this wasn't just for January. Look at this one. It goes actually for the last 8 months. So gold is really not doing well. We can see the gold price is actually just went up a little bit. So around 2,000 US dollar we have per ounce. And it's moving sideways. While Bitcoin, on the other hand, it's getting higher and higher. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin ETFs, it's also looking pretty hot. So this is right now the market situation. So right now, things looking bullish. Things can always change, but right now and for a while, things looking bullish. Right. Okay, second thing I would like to talk about is all about Ethereum, because 25% of the circulating supply of ETH has been already staked. Not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum went up as well. As you could see, it's already around 2,800 US dollar, and good things happening around Ethereum as well. First of all, 25% of the circulating supply has been staked. That's equivalent 85 billion US dollars, so quite a big amount. And look, that means in Ether terms, on the Beacon chain, more than 30.2 million ETH has been staked so far. And the investors were kind of active in February as well, because between the 1st of February and 15th of February, 600,000 ETH entered into the Ethereum 2.0 staking contracts. And you can see it's clearly going up. Okay. Furthermore, also, we can see that there's a hype around the Ethereum spot ETF, maybe happening in May, the approval, but maybe later, but very likely it's going to happen this year. It's a great chance. We have the Dankun upgrade. The tests went then well, and now the next step is mainnet, probably on the 13th of March. So that's coming up as well. What else? Look, meanwhile, 9,840,000 ETH have been burned on average per year, reducing the total Ether in circulation by 0.21%. This is against 732,000 ETH that enter into the circulation every year. So it's deflationary. This is also another key factor we should here mention. And look, when we're looking at the volume on Ethereum, this post was around, what was that? 5th of February. Look at this one. It was 657 million US dollar, the 24-hour volume. We're looking at now, so the present data, it's 1.5 billion, so about 3 times that amount. And this was just like 10 days ago, the other number. So you can see things are happening clearly. So therefore, Ethereum price, it's also going up. I just wanted to highlight these kind of things for you guys. Okay, and now let's talk about the Bitcoin all-time high in Japan. Well, we can celebrate that Bitcoin all-time high, but it doesn't mean good things when we're looking at the local currencies, because a couple of months ago, I did talk about that Argentina has, you know, a Bitcoin all-time high. For why? Because their pesos are so weak. But now, guess what? Japan has reached all-time high because the yen is getting, the Japanese yen, that weak because printing of Bank of Japan and resurgent inflation have weakened the sentiment around the Japanese yen. And yes, Bitcoin, look at this one here. Yen, you can see here we have a clear Bitcoin all-time high. That doesn't look too pretty. And yeah, in many other countries, we can see it soon, probably sooner than when we're looking at US dollar, compare US dollar to Bitcoin, because that we have, you know, at the 69,000 US dollar. But why we're reaching that, we're going to see other countries reaching all-time highs in their local currencies because of the weakening of the fiat system. And finally, fear and greed index is getting extremely high. I mean, the greed category is getting extremely high. Look, actually, not the article. Look at this one. Here you have seen the data, and this we have seen in February. The level of it was already at 79. You know, on some other day, and the last time we have been so high, it was back in November 2021, when Bitcoin was around all-time high. And so high is the greed for Bitcoin at the moment, which, yeah, always makes me think, is there then a correction coming or not? But on the other hand, there are so many bullish things right now for Bitcoin. So normally, you would clearly see that, wow, we went so quick up, it's time for correction. But on the other hand, a lot of other things are happening. So you're not entirely sure, but this greed level is usually not a good one when it's on for a while. Then it's after a long greed, you know, when it's high, you can always see it here. Look, fear and greed. The reason why you're jumping up and down, because the corrections of Bitcoin, and when it's correcting, then obviously the fear is entering into the market. Yeah, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day you're getting the fresh Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain related news here on Blockchain Bloom. So if you don't want to miss a single thing, you would like to stay up to date, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you like what I'm doing, it's useful for you, then please hit the like button. Highly appreciate it. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.